A newly revealed impeachment evidence that actually shreds a core Trump defense that you may have heard from the president himself. As we reported right here on The Beat this week, this comes from a key part of the House impeachment report that, quite frankly, has flown under the radar so far, and it demolishes a key defense Trump allies have been saying, and you've probably heard this. One of the defenses has been to claim that that military aid frozen from Ukraine ultimately all reached Ukraine.
The real bottom line is he got the money. Ukraine got the money.
The Ukrainians did nothing to, as far as investigations goes, to get the aid released. So there was never this quid pro quo.
As far as withholding funds, those funds were paid. They were fully paid.
Note Trump there falsely claiming the funds were, quote, fully paid. Let's hear just that part again.
As far as withholding funds, those funds were paid. They were fully paid.
Fully paid. False. First of all, it's not a valid bribery defense to say your bribery didn't work. But what's new here in the report is the way they're lying about this as a factual matter. The House impeachment report reveals those funds did not fully get to Ukraine, not last month, not ever. Page 145 of the report, Pentagon officials confirming to investigators Ukraine still has not received $35 million of the security assistance yet to be dispersed. 35 M's, that's a big deal. That's, in fact, 14% of the entire amount in the alleged extortion plot. Now, how big a deal is this? A Pentagon official under oath confirming that money never got to Ukraine in the impeachment hearings.
Ms. Cooper, was DOD able to put all the security assistance funds into contract before the end of the fiscal year?
No, sir.
And how much were they not able to obligate? What was left unobligated?
I believe the figure was $35 million.
I'm joined now by former Federal Prosecutor John Flannery, who has been counsel to 3 congressional investigations. Quite the right expert. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
We talk about law. We also talk about facts. There are legal defenses, and failing at bribery is not a good legal defense. Then there's factual defenses. And so focusing your laser analysis on the factual part here, do you view it as important that the impeachment report surfaces the fact that when Donald Trump says Ukraine got fully paid, that itself is false?
I think that's significant, and it sort of shows that he just can't let it go, and he still is pushing it, and perhaps that's why Rudy's over there as well. But one of the important things about it was $35.2 million, and it was important to the national defense because these items go for grenade launchers, secure communications, and naval combat craft. And that's an important thing for a vulnerable nation joining Russia that has military involvement in a hot war that's still going on in Ukraine. So he's having it both ways. He's claiming that it was paid fully, and it wasn't. It shouldn't surprise us that he lied. But not only do we have them holding back the funds, and for no good reasons. Vindman testified that when they held the funds and then released it, there was nothing substantial that had changed on the ground that would require them to withhold the funds at any time. So this $35 million, which happens after that, is not withheld for any good reason either. And nobody at the Pentagon can give us a reason. And so what we have is we have more proof of the misconduct for bribery and extortion and abuse of power and obstruction, because he's lying to the public, even as we're sitting here. Yes.
There's the case and all the facts in the report, and then there's how you present it. I want to put up on the screen the president's false claim that we have dug out of the report to fact check, because when you look at that image of him saying fully paid, you have a report that really fact checks that.
Well, how you would try this case in the Senate is significant because you would take out magic moments in this case. I mean, for example, the readout on July 25th, that's a magic moment. But you take that statement that you just did and you show him to be a liar by then showing the transfer of funds and using the other tape or the witness again to demonstrate that. And that same witness, I believe, said that there was an inquiry by the Ukrainian embassy on the very day of the July 25th call about where's our money. which is what anybody would expect of a nation that's under arms and concerned about what Russia can do in the eastern province, where the separatists are active on behalf of Russia. So I think that how you try this,
Yeah, $1 out of $8 is real missing money. It's striking. Mr. Flannery, often a legal witness for us. Tonight, a bit of a fact witness, if you'll permit. I don't even know if it counts as a legal joke, just a legal reference. We appreciate you in all of your expert testimony, sir.
Well, I appreciate it. It served me to have read the thing. But there are pearls in them thar hills, or gold, I guess, and it's worth a read. And the read is going to be what brings down this president, one way or the other. He's going down. And, you know, the Republicans who think they can vote for this, to save this guy in the Senate, you know, 1 month after that trial is over, whatever the result is, he'll do something else while we're still trying to get rid of him because he was convicted or because he's beginning his campaign.
Yeah.
And
well,
that's
we'll be keeping an eye on
Yeah.
all of it. Mr. Flannery, always good to see you.
Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.